Hello, this is Clemmy Games, and welcome to First Look Project Automata Alpha Demo. This is an upcoming city builder, which I stumbled upon on Reddit, and found it to have an interesting premise, which is why I signed up for their newsletter and hence got alpha access. This game is by the developers at Dapper Penguin Studio, and their Kickstarter for this game goes live on the 1st of October 2016. For this alpha demo, you have the option to go through a quick tutorial and then are able to start a new game on a medium or large map with pre-existing towns. However, play sessions in this option are limited in duration, and the game boots you out of it after a certain period of time. In Project Automata, you play as an aspiring industrialist with the ultimate end goal of profit. To do so, you must provide the necessary resources to the various towns on your map, and these have to be produced through a multi-stage process. For example, the city of Berlin in this footage required wine. Wine, in turn, was produced at a brewery, but that required grapes and bottles. Grapes are grown on a vineyard and required water as the input resource, while bottles were produced in the glassworks factory, which required glass as an input. Glass, on the other hand, had to be produced in another glassworks factory and required sand as an input. To obtain water and sand, I had to build two separate harbour buildings with separate specializations. This entire chain of resource gatherers was needed to produce wine, and it is in this process that I found the fun of the game to be in. I enjoy the concept of Rube Goldberg machines, and setting up production chains has the same sort of satisfaction to me. Also, being set in a time period akin to modern day, with no fantasy or sci-fi elements, means that most of these production chains are fairly straightforward and intuitive. Need wooden furniture? Then simply send lumber into a furniture factory, and so on. The number of resources in this alpha version is pretty impressive, ranging from chickens to petrochemicals, and I can see how setting up these complex networks can be a lot of fun. However, one minor gripe that I have with the alpha demo is regarding resource storage space. In the game, most resource production buildings or factories have an inventory limit of 25 items, inclusive of raw materials coming in plus the finished product, which is not very much space at all, considering that certain items requires 3 units of raw materials to produce. There also does not seem to be any way to upgrade the capacity of said buildings, but I'm sure that it will be added as development progresses. For a very early look into the game, I think Project Automata has a lot of promise and can eventually develop into a pretty substantial entry into the city building genre. That being said, I feel that there is work to be done in terms of UI, systems, and maybe even the tutorial and perhaps a basic campaign mode. Personally, I'm keeping a close eye on this game and wish the developers all the best in their development process. Anyway, that will do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.